the show. Right now we have the Formula Fords on the racetrack for the Ford Care National Formula Ford Championship, and the lineup looks something like this. Gavin Monaghan on pole with a 1:19.88 and sharing the front row is Con Taparis with a 1:21.09. Row number 2 is Mark Webber and Mark Noski in the Van Diemen out of 4. Inside of the third row, Jason Bargwana. On the outside, it's Jason Bright. From row number 4, Dougal McDougall and Gary Gassati on the outside. Row number 5 to complete the top 10, Stephen Boulden on the inside and Richie Renato on the outside. And row number 6, Paul Stevenson and Mal Rose. 10 seconds away from the start now, the opening round of the championship. And a full grid here at Sandown Raceway. Gavin Monaghan on the front row. He gets on smartly, but Con Taparis, I think, has beaten him all hands down as they go down to the left-hander for the first time, and a wall of cars heading that way.
Look at the amount of spray coming off the wheels, Mike, as they come into turn 1, very gingerly easing in. No one wants to get in trouble here with that sand trap waiting on the outside. They squeeze their way through. Keep in mind, a lot of rookies in this field, a lot of youngsters having their first try at Formula Ford, so pretty treacherous conditions for the first time in the open wheeler category. They pick their way up toward the corner onto the back straight.
Con Taparis getting through in the Adjib entry. But there is any number of challenges in here. Gavin Monaghan was swept in the run to the first corner. He's got a little bit of work to do.
Look at Mark Webber, this 18-year-old kid, straight out of go-karts, done very well in qualifying, and just take a real look on the outside as they come up toward the very steep left-hander. The barrels down there, 3 wide coming through the spray here. Looks like Webber's having a real go on the inside, and he's done it. Gutsy stuff from the youngster as they come down toward Dandenong Road for the first time.
No shortage of bravery there. That's the fastest corner on the circuit.
And Noski too, Alan, down on the inside looking for a bit of the action.
Everybody just a little bit tentative here today. Yesterday was such a beautiful day, no need for any rain tires whatsoever. And today, wake up with showers.
Brave stuff down the inside there too. Jason Bright, the brand new Van Diemen RF95. He's making his way. Good progress here through the wet stuff. Come onto the main straight, but Webber has streaked away. He's 10 or 11 car lengths up on them as they come across the start-finish line for the first time. Jason Bright tucks into second position. Head of Taparis. They come past the grandstand. A big lead for Webber as they come across and down toward turn 1 once again.
Yeah, no chicken run here, Mark. This corner is very fearful. You got that sand trap waiting for you, and more than that, there's a fence waiting at the other end of the sand trap. You can see the tread marks from a few people in there
as we speak.
Yep. He's not going anywhere.
65 has gone in down there.
He should actually get out of the car and get out of there, actually.
Adam Wallace, and he's not going anywhere later in the day, but look at the pressure coming on here. 45, Con Taparis, coming under increasing pressure from his teammate, merging through the spray. Car 4, Mark Noski, the man who did so well last year, as he comes up, has a look on the outside.
Tough.
More than a look, he's side by side as they come through the spray. Who's going to be in front is Noski. He's pushed his way through, so it's obviously a lot of slipstreaming going up the back straight there, Al.
A very nice move, Marky. Really, that takes guts, and you've got that left-hander waiting for you. If you go in a little bit too deep, you can get into trouble in a real hurry.
Now there's our pole man in the Anchorage back Van Diemen car too. That's Gavin Monaghan. He's under the lap record, 4/10 under the lap record, in fact, in qualifying, but that was in ideal dry conditions. Hang on, they've got 65 out of the sand.
Monaghan really did have a big jump on the opposition, and from pole he was almost a clear 2 seconds faster yesterday, but he's certainly not able to capitalize on that time today.
Well, he's taken a very conservative run this year, Alan. Dug deep to get some sponsorship and a bit of finance to run the championship again. He's stuck with his 94 car as well, which was a known quantity. The Formula Fords will switch to a new Dunlop tyre this year, and he figured that at least having the data from the chassis data they gathered last year would have made the switch over much easier. Has a real look down the outside. Sneaks through very tidily on car 4, Mark Noski.
That was a good move.
Very tidy. Saw Gavin run very quickly in the wet at the support race for the Tui's 1000 last year in very slippery conditions, so he's developing quite a dab hand for the wet conditions. Mark Noski, Adjib Van Diemen, new RF95.
Boy, they look new and they look great, don't they? The black cars, fabulous. A nice preparation. Credit to Alan Jones.
Just a very
credit
mild,
to the team.
Very mild evolution of the RF94. And there's the 2 cars running together. Visually, there's very little difference. I think it's just the side pods along the side of the car there where the radiators are mounted. It's about the only change. But the way Formula Ford racing works, you have the latest and greatest.
Well, Mark Webber, there he is, 4 laps to go. Whoops, we've had a coming together.
Here we are halfway mark.
46.
And Taparis closes up a bit.
Oh, he's gone.
Yes.
Lost it.
Now careful.
Everyone's
Come
on the
around
brakes.
Very good to keep off the grass the second time. Bit cheeky dodging in front of the other traffic.
I think that's from the Keke Rosberg School of race car recovery.
It was pretty poor sportsmanship, though. He could have taken that other fellow out as he came through the S's.
Well,
but he did handle it well.
He's gathered it up, and he hasn't put a mark on the car.
They've got 1 lap to go. They're on their final lap now.
Just a little bit of a dry line there, trying to find its way through.
Look at the bumps under braking there.
Mark Webber goes through. He's done a fabulous job here, the 18-year-old.
He's opened that up, I think, to 12 seconds that time around. Or was it 9.9 seconds, almost 10 seconds?
That's excellent in an 8-lap race around a circuit like this.
That is real domination. Look at this battle here under brakes. He's pushing him right over near the Armco. This has been going on for a number of laps so far. Taparis and Icky Harrington. Great battle here in the wet. No shortage of bravery from these two.
Jason Bright still continues in second place, and the pole sitter Gavin Monahan is in third as 68 goes on with just a lap to go.
David Prezzetto getting back onto the track, but this is where the real action is. The leaders have bolted. They've opened up for this absorbing battle here for 5th and 6th position between Harrington and Taparis. It really has been going on for a number of laps now. Let's see if they can resolve it as they come down for the final time.
Before this race started, a few people might have been asking Mark Webber, who? They won't be doing it after this, they'll know.
No, you only have to win one round in this group. Being so competitive, certainly get his name in neon lights in a hurry.
Particularly in a control chassis formula like this, Alan, it's an opportunity for someone to really show their stripes.
Here he comes now, checkered flag at the ready. Mark Webber has led every lap of this race after a brilliant start, and well done. Another graduate from the karting fraternity. And the gap back to second is positively rude. Jason Bright will pick up second as he goes to the line, and third place will go to Gavin Monahan. Well done, Mark Webber. Webber wins. Jason Bright finished in second. Third was Gavin Monahan. Mark Noske in fourth. And rounding out the top 5 was Icky Harrington. And we'll be back at Sandown in just a moment.